Hey guys, welcome back to another YouTube video. Today, I'm going to be doing what if Madara was Naruto's son? Dad. Sorry about that. What if Madara was Naruto's dad? And again, if you hear things in the background, I'm very sorry about that. But if I mess this up, I'm sorry as well. But let's get straight into this. So this is at the Hashirama battle. So Hashirama stabs Madara in the back. Hashirama stabs Madara in the back. In the chest. And then Hashirama says, "I'm sorry, my friend," and takes out the sword and leaves him there, thinking he was dead. Madara wakes up 5 hours later in a house. He looks around, and then he sees a girl with long black hair. This girl name is Mikoto Uchiha. I know it's Sasuke's mom, but Sasuke's not gonna be in this story at all, so I'm sorry about that. But this girl's none other than Mikoto Uchiha. Madara will look around and he will see a stick right beside the bed. He'll pick it up to get ready to fight because he realized he had ran out of chakra. The lady will look back at him and say, "Oh, you're awake." And then she'll also say, "Look at, I healed your stab wound for you." Madara will look down and look at his stab wound. He then remembered that he lost to Hashirama. Madara thought, "Man, how can I lose to him? I'm so weak." And then the lady, Mikoto, would say, "I'll be back. I'm about to go get some wood." But before she leaves, he hands him some tea. He drinks the tea, but the stick is in one of his hands just in case she tries to attack him. She then closes the door and leaves. And 30 minutes later, she's back with like 10 sticks in her hand. She then adds it to the fire, making the fire way bigger. And to describe the house is not that big. It's like very small. Not small, but it's like a cabin, kind of. It's like a cabin. But anyways, let's get back to the what if. So then, she came back with 10 sticks and added to the fire, making the fire bigger. Madara asks her what is her name. She would then say Mikoto Uchiha. And then Mikoto would say, "What is your name?" And he said, "I am the legendary Madara Uchiha, the one that had fought the first Hokage, aka Hashirama Senju." And then, well, Mikoto didn't live in the Leaf Village, so she didn't know who that was. She said, "Who is that?" Madara looks at her surprised, and he says, "You doesn't know who Hashirama is?" She says, "Nope. I'm not from any village. I was born in the woods. Well, I was left in the woods from my parents. Because one of them was 25% Uchiha and rest Uzumaki." And Madara felt bad for her. Madara put the stick down and hugged her. And then Mikoto said, she blushes while saying, What are you doing?" And then Madara says, "I'm so sorry for that. It's been 5 years. Over the 5 years, they've been really close, and they've been dating. And they had a son named Naruto Uchiha, who was 2 years old at the time. Now, one day, Madara was out getting some wood for the fire. While he was coming back, he sensed a lot of chakra. When he walked through, he saw his wife's deadless body and his son knocked out on the ground. Madara was very angry and he activated his Mangekyo Sharingan. And then once he activated his Mangekyo Sharingan, he kills all the men, leaving one alive. And as the man is walking back, he said, Who are you?" And then Madara says, "I am Madara Uchiha." The man realizes who he is and says, please, I'm sorry. I didn't know this was your family. Please." And before the man could finish his sentence, Madara slices his head off. Naruto will wake up and he sees all the dead bodies. He walks to his dad saying, "I'm sorry, Dad, I couldn't protect her. It was too many of them." And then Madara says, "It's okay, son. It's not your fault. But I'm going to do some things that I don't want you to involve." So Madara knocks out Naruto, leaving him at the front of the Leaf Village gates. Before Madara left, he said, "I hope you can forgive me, son, and I hope you can stop me." And then Madara walks away. Naruto wakes up and walks inside the village. He looks around, running around looking for his dad. And then he bumps into somebody. And this somebody is none other than Minato Nazumaki. I don't know how to pronounce the last name. I'm sorry, guys. Minato is currently the 4th Hokage. He did not die because the Nine Tails attack did not happen. Minato is currently 18 at the time. If you guys wondering what Madara and Mikoto's age was, Madara was only 32 and Mikoto was 29, just letting you know. And Naruto right now is currently 5 years old and he has 2 Tomoe Sharingan in both eyes. Minato will look at the kid and say, "Hey, what's wrong?" And then Naruto would say, "I can't find my dad." And then Minato would say, "What did he look like?" And Naruto would say, he had super long black hair. And then Minato said, "Can you give me more description, please?" And then Naruto said, "He was an Uchiha." Minato couldn't think of anybody else that had long black hair and was an Uchiha that was currently in the village. He said, "How about this, kid? How about I adopt you? And then once we find your parents, I'll let you go back to them." And Naruto began to cry and said, "Really?" And he said, "Yeah." Minato would take Naruto to the 3rd Hokage. Minato would ask the 3rd Hokage for adoption papers. And the 3rd Hokage would give him the adoption papers. He would sign it. And then that's what happened. 2 years later, Minato has been training Naruto. Naruto has 3 Tomoe Sharingan. And yes, Minato knows Naruto is an Uchiha. Now, in this story, Minato does not date Kushina. Actually, he does. Yes, he does. He does date Kushina. It's just that Fugaku and Sasuke are not in the story at all. So while Naruto is training with Minato asks him, "Are you ready for the academy tomorrow?" And then Naruto would say, yeah. Alright, let me guys tell you his skills. So his taijutsu is a 6 out of 10 currently. Genjutsu 7 out of 10. And jutsus is 8 out of 10. So he's pretty good. He knows how to do shadow clone, multi shadow clone jutsu, fireball jutsu, and yeah. Alright, let's just continue. Let's just continue the what if. Naruto says, "Yeah, I'm really ready." As Naruto says, it's currently nighttime right now, and Minato would say, "All right, that's enough training for tonight. You have to go to the academy tomorrow." Naruto would say, "Okay." The next day, Naruto wakes up, puts on a long black sleeve shirt with a jacket that has the Uchiha symbol on the back of it, and then some pants and with some shinobi shoes. He walks in the kitchen, seeing Minato make breakfast. Naruto asks, "What did you make?" And Minato said, "I made some eggs, bacon, and pancakes." After Naruto got done eating, he would say bye to Minato. But Naruto would hurry up and run to the academy. While Naruto is running there, he accidentally bumps into someone. This someone is none other than Itachi. Yes, Itachi is going to be the same age as Naruto in this one. I'm not going to tell you the ship, you're just going to have to see for yourselves. So then Naruto would say, "Oops, I'm so sorry." And then Itachi would say, "Oh, it's alright." As in then, they, Itachi would, grab Naruto's hand, helping him up. Naruto would, stand up and ask him his name. Itachi would say, "My name's Itachi Uchiha." Itachi would ask him what's his name. He says, "My name is Naruto Uchiha Nazumake Uzumaki." And then Itachi would say, "Wow, you're an Uchiha?" And he said, "Yeah," as he activated his 3 Tomoe Sharingan. Hold up, guys. Give me 1 second. Sorry about that, guys. So after that, they'll walk to the academy, talking to each other to get to know each other. As they walked in, their teacher was none other than Iruka. Now, Iruka walked in and said, "All right, everyone, please be quiet." After everyone was quiet, Iruka asked everyone to come in and introduce themselves. So, everyone come introduce themselves. So, first up was Sakura. She would say, "My name is Sakura." And then, next was Ino. She said, "My name is Ino." And Choji introduced himself, and Shikamaru, Kiba, Hinata, Tsunade. Yes, Tsunade is the same age as Naruto and the rest of the class, Code 12. And yeah. Anyways, I don't feel like introducing herself. Let's just skip to Itachi and Naruto. So Itachi walks up and he says, "My name is Itachi Uchiha." And he sits down back to his seat. And Naruto goes up, and as he's walking up, all the girls say, "Oh my god, he's so high." Yeah. And they all talk about Naruto. And Naruto says, as he walks up to the classroom and says, "My name is Naruto Uchiha Nazumake Uzumaki." And he goes back to his seat and sits down. Alright, we're going to skip the rest of the school day. And then today was a special day for Naruto because Kushina and Minato were having a kid. As in, Kushina was having the baby right now. So Naruto had to hurry up and get home. Before Naruto left, he said bye to Itachi and ran away. He went to Minato and Kushina. And, once they went to the place where Naruto was born, I don't know the place what it's called. I don't know what the place is called, so I'm sorry about that. But they go there and Kushina gives birth. This time Obito wasn't there. The nine tails just broke free. And same thing happened as canon, except the baby name is Manma, and he doesn't have black hair. He looks exactly like Minato. I forgot to say, Naruto looks exactly like Madara when he was younger. But Manma looks exactly like Naruto in canon, and he doesn't get the Sharingan at all. But anyways, the whole accident happened with Minato and Kushina dying, and Naruto raised Manma all by himself. Well, except sometimes Itachi will help. Let's skip 4 years later. Naruto not 4 years. 7 years. He's 14. Yeah. So Manma is 7 years old and Naruto is 14 years old. Manma knows Shadow Clone Jutsu and multi-Shadow Clone Jutsu. And that's basically it right now. His Taijutsu is 5 out of 10. Genjutsu 1 out of 10. And Jutsu's 7 out of 10. Naruto Taijutsu can match Rock Lee at 2 gate form without his Sharingan. I mean with his Sharingan. But anyways, we're going to skip to when they call the teams. So, alright, so let's get to the teams. Eric would say, alright, for Team 7, the teams will be Naruto Uchiha, Nazumake Uzumaki. Oh, and yes, Manma is going to be in the academy just because he's the aka brother of Naruto. And, yeah, that's the only reason. Next is Manma Uzumaki. Manma gets really happy to be on his big brother's team. Next is Itachi Uchiha. And last but not least is Tsunade Senju. I'm sorry guys, I don't remember her last name, but I'm pretty sure she is Senju. But if I am, tell me in the comments. And your team captain will be Kakashi Hatake. He will meet you on the roofs. All the girls was upset because they didn't get to be on the team with Naruto. And the other guys And the other guys were happy because Naruto wasn't on their team. So then, after that, they would go meet their sensei. They all go to the rooftop. And then Kakashi asks him to introduce himself. Alright. Kakashi says, "You, with the black hair and black eyes, you go first." Naruto says, "My name is Naruto Chiha Uzumaki Nazumaki." And he said, "My likes are hanging with my brother, and the rest is none of your concern. My dislikes are none of your concern either. Dislikes are none of your concern also. And my dream is none of your business." So, since the Nine Tails that happened, Naruto's been more cold to people except Itachi and Minma. Like Sasuke emo. Except to Itachi and Minma. And he says, "Alright." And then he points at Minma. You go next, pineapple head. And he says, "Hey, my name is not my does not look like a pineapple." And he says, "My name is Minma Uzumaki. My likes are hanging out with my big brother Naruto. And training and eating ramen. My dislikes are waiting for the 3 minutes for the ramen to warm up. And my dream is to be the #1 Kage. Believe it." And he says, "Alright." And then Kakashi thinks to himself, Minato's kid. And then he says, "You next," pointing towards Itachi. Itachi says, "My name is, my name is Itachi Uchiha. My likes are hanging out with Naruto. I have no dislikes, and I have not thought of a dream yet." And he says, "Alright. Next is you." He points at Tsunade. Tsunade says, "My name is Tsunade Senju. What I like is," she looks at Naruto and blushes. And then she said, "What I dislike is nothing." And then she says, "My dream is to be the strongest shinobi girl to ever live, and also to have a family with." Looks at Naruto and blushes. And then Kakashi says, "Okay, you're a little bit weird." And then Kakashi says, "Alright, that's it. Meet me at the training ground tomorrow at 5 a.m. And make sure you don't eat no food. Because if you do, you might throw up." Naruto thought to himself, he's a bad liar. Minma said, "Alright, fine." And Itachi said, Itachi thought to himself, said, he is a bad liar. And Tsunade said, "Alright, I promise I won't eat." Alright guys, this is where I'm going to be ending the video off. And, yeah, if you guys want a part 2, just get this video to like 2 likes. And I'll post a part 2. But anyways, guys, yeah, I hope you like. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment down below what ifs I should do. And yeah, that's basically it. Peace out.